In the late 2nd century BCE, Gojoseon, Korea's first kingdom, faced severe internal strife and external threats. The once powerful state weakened due to corruption, factional disputes, and pressure from neighboring Han China. King Jun, the last ruler of the Gojoseon dynasty, struggled to maintain control as discontent grew among the military and nobility. Archaeological evidence suggests economic instability exacerbated by failed harvests and trade disruptions. Wiman, a Chinese military exile from the fallen Yan dynasty, arrived in Gojoseon around 194 BCE. Skilled in warfare and diplomacy, he gained King Jun's trust by offering strategic insights against Han China. Historical records describe how Wiman was appointed commander of the western frontier defenses. His followers, displaced Yan soldiers and local dissenters, formed a private army that would later become instrumental in his coup. Over years, Wiman secretly negotiated with disgruntled Gojoseon generals and marginalized aristocrats. The Samguk Yusa documents how he exploited resentment against King Jun's ineffective rule. Wiman promised land reforms and military prestige to his conspirators. By 180 BCE, his faction included over 1,000 cavalrymen, a formidable force by contemporary standards. Key meetings occurred in remote mountain temples to avoid suspicion. In 178 BCE, Wiman launched his coup by marching troops toward Wangyeom-song, modern Pyongyang. According to the Book of Han, his forces exploited a festival when palace guards were distracted. The attack was swift. Cavalry breached the eastern gate while infiltrators opened other entrances. Within hours, Wiman's rebels controlled key arsenals and granaries, cutting off the king's reinforcements. This marked Korea's first recorded military coup. Defeated King Jun fled south with 2,000 loyalists as recorded in the Hanshu. His retreat to Jinhan territory, modern Gyeongju, established Korea's first political division, Wiman's north versus Jun's southern remnants. Interestingly, Jun claimed descent from Gija Joseon to legitimize his rule. This schism foreshadowed later Three Kingdoms rivalries. Wiman's forces pursued, but halted at the Nakdong River, consolidating their hold over northern lands. Wiman ascended the throne in 177 BCE, establishing the Wiman Joseon dynasty. He adopted Gojoseon's rituals, but introduced Yan-style bureaucracy, blending Chinese and Korean traditions. The Shiji notes his first decree, pardoning political opponents while redistributing royal lands to supporters. His coronation featured unprecedented elements, like silk banners inscribed in both Han characters and Gojoseon symbols, signaling a hybrid cultural identity. Wiman's 30-year reign transformed Gojoseon into a regional power. He fortified borders with Han China and expanded trade with Japanese Was states. Archaeological finds reveal his capital became a hub for iron weapons and salt distribution. The Hanshu mentions 5 new administrative districts created to control conquered tribes. Surprisingly, Wiman maintained tributary relations with Han while secretly supporting Xiongnu nomads against them, a delicate balancing act. By 130 BCE, opposition grew among Gojoseon's old nobility who resented Yan influences. The Samguk Sagi describes underground networks preserving King Jun's rituals. When Wiman's grandson Ugo took power, his harsh conscription policies sparked revolts in Leylang Commandery. Most dangerously, exiled princes contacted Han Emperor Wu, providing intelligence about Joseon's military weaknesses. These dissidents would later enable Han's invasion. In 109 BCE, Emperor Wu sent 50,000 troops by land and sea after Ugo executed a Han envoy, a fatal miscalculation. The records of the Grand Historian detail how Han forces exploited internal rebellions, besieging Wangyeom-song for nearly a year. Ugo's defenses initially held, but defectors revealed hidden mountain paths to Han generals. The final assault came during harvest season when supplies were low. After Ugo's assassination by his own ministers in 108 BCE, Wiman Joseon collapsed. Han established the 4 commanderies, marking Korea's first prolonged foreign occupation. Ironically, Wiman's dynasty fell like the one he overthrew, through betrayal and external pressure. Yet his legacy endured. The coup established political templates later used by Goguryeo, and his capital became Pyongyang, still Korea's symbolic heart today.